Hey there Internet, Beaver Chip here, and this is video number 5 in my beginner's guide to redstone circuits. The topic of this video is pistons. So I've shown you pistons in my past videos, but I haven't actually explained much about them. Pistons can push anything one block, and if they're a sticky piston, they can pull things one block. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what I mean by a regular piston can't pull things. So these two are regular pistons, not sticky pistons. I'm going to put a piece of dirt on it, and if I turn the piston on, it can push that dirt, but when I take the power away, it can't pull that dirt, so that dirt gets stuck in the air. If you can't get sticky pistons, one quick fix for this is you can use a block that's governed by gravity, like gravel or sand. If I put some gravel on there, turn it on, and then turn it off, the piston doesn't pull the gravel down, but the gravel falls due to gravity. And then, if you can, get some slime, make some sticky pistons. I can put some dirt on there, push it up just like in the first example, but when it comes back down, it pulls the dirt with it. So that's the difference between regular pistons and sticky pistons. The second thing I want to show you in this video is that pistons need a direct line of power coming in. With most other objects, you can power them, as you see here, with redstone as long as it's next to it. Pistons are kind of buggy. As of version 1.7, you can't power a piston like this, so if I turn the lever on, nothing's going to happen. However, there's an easy fix for this. If you remember the repeaters we talked about in the last video, repeaters run current directly through them, so power coming in can only come out the back end of the repeater. It can't come out the sides at all. So if you run your power, it was wired just like it was before in the T-shape, but into repeaters first and then into the piston blocks, that works just fine. Next thing I want to show you is that pistons have a limitation in how many blocks they can push at once. So right here I have a tower of 14 dirt blocks, all stacked on top of each other. They doesn't have to be stacked on the top of each other. They could be next to each other with the piston on its side, or downwards, and it's not going to push that many blocks. If I pull the lever, you'll see that it can't push 14. It can do 13, but not 14. It can also not push obsidian. If you happen to get obsidian blocks, a piston cannot push that. Last thing I want to show you in this video is double stack pistons. So a lot of people's contraptions rely on moving blocks more than just one space. So the idea with this is to move a block 2 spaces by pushing the first piston and then that piston pushing another. There is a problem with this. Neither of these two setups are going to work. I just wanted to show this before you got frustrated trying to double stack pistons, and they don't work for a couple different reasons. So the first one here, you'll notice that only the top piston goes up. That's because the bottom piston cannot push a piston that's already extended. So the way this wiring works, the power gets to the top piston just a little earlier than the bottom piston, and causes the top one to extend, and then the bottom one can't push an extended piston. So that's not going to work. Now you might be thinking, we'll use one of those repeaters that we used in the last video to delay the signal going to the top. This way the one on the top will extend second, which does fine for pushing the pistons up. Now the problem becomes you cannot retract a piston that is extended. So now the signal when I cut it is going to cut to the bottom one first and then the top one, but as the bottom one is trying to pull down the top one, it cannot do that because the top one is extended. So this also will not work. If you want to see how to make a double stack piston, I have another video about that. I'm planning on making a better one, but it's a more complex system, more of an intermediate to advanced level redstone circuit. So look forward to that later, but for now just know that double stack pistons is not an easy issue to deal with.